When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government and to provide new gods for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. He has refused his assent to laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and pressing importance, unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be obtained. And when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend to them. He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish their right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only. He has called together a legislative body that places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the depository of their public records, for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people. He has refused for a long time, after such dissolutions, to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative power, incapable of annihilation, have returned to the people at large for their exercise, the state remaining in the meantime exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without and convulsions within. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither, and raising the conditions of new appropriations of land. He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers. He has made judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amounts and payment of their salaries. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. He has kept among us, in times of peace, standing armies without the consent of our legislatures. He has effected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power. He has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws, giving his assent to their acts of pretended legislation, for quartering large bodies of armed troops among us, for protecting them by a mock trial from punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states, for cutting off our trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent, for depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury, for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses, for abolishing the free system of English laws in a neighboring province, establishing therein an arbitrary government, and enlarging its boundaries so as to render it at once an example and fit instrument for introducing the same absolute rule into these colonies, for taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our government, for suspending our own legislatures and declaring themselves invested with power to legislate for us in all cases whatsoever. He has abdicated government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burned our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. He is at this time transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the work of death, desolation, and tyranny, already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy, scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages, and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation. He has constrained our fellow citizens, taken captive on the high seas, to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands. He has excited domestic insurrections among us, and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an indistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and of consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, and hold them as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace friends. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of a right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
Love it. Absolutely love it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a Declaration of Independence, and it was written by Thomas Jefferson. A very, very great man. But it was read by another great man. That man is absolutely love him. He had one of the greatest sayings in, I think, United States history. Take a look.
So, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
One of the most historic lines ever. And when I get to hear both of those guys together, I can't explain how it makes me feel. It's I don't know. Those are two of my favorite presidents, favorite men, favorite Americans. And this right here is Thomas Jefferson. This is a painting of him while he was inside of that lonely room up there in Philadelphia in 1776, writing the Declaration of Independence. And every time I see him doing that, it makes me think about this right here, this paper. Remember this one? The Bitcoin white paper. And we got a long way to go, guys. There's a lot of things going on in this world right now, but we're here together, and we're gonna fight together, stand together, and make sure there's only gonna be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us God. And we're gonna do it together. We're gonna stand together. We're gonna fight together. Because again, the tyranny, what's going on today, can't be understated. The propaganda, the lies, and the brainwashing. We say no mas to it, and people are waking up. Now they're not fully awake. They're still taking long naps, but we're gonna wake them up together. And again, I couldn't ask for a better group of people, especially here on this Friday, than you guys, the Bitcoiners for freedom. We got Americans, Canadians, freedom fighters all over the world. It doesn't matter where you're from. You guys are my brothers and sisters under God. We're Bitcoiners, we're freedom fighters, and we're truth tellers and seekers. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad and so fortunate to have you guys with me, standing alongside with me, fighting against this nonsense, this tyranny, and this evilness that we will defeat. What is up, guys? It is Friday, March 6th, 2026. Phat Zap Friday. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 939,647. TikTok, next block. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get a roll call going here. Let's see who's in here. Let's see who's up in here. Who we got? We got the best time to buy is now. Yes. Bitcoin is dipping, sir. Absolutely. I appreciate that, man. Wow, somebody just sent in a big zap. Yes, Backpacker, how are you, sir? Backpacker did a great thing today. He let me go to him. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. He went over the 100 subscriber mark today. Let's see where he's at. Yep, 102, guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to my partner, my new partner. We'll talk about that later. BTC Backpacker. All right. There's this link to his videos, to his channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to that. Please and thank you. Oh, look at that. Great motion. Already. F yeah, Jared. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Joshua and Joshua. 1776. Wow. Thank you, man. Thank you, Joshua. And thank you, Great Motion. I appreciate you guys, man. I see Lake Mead is going to be the death of Las Vegas. Yeah, I know, man. I know, my brother. Thank you so much for those big, huge zaps, man. We got Gray Motion in the lead with 2,340. And then we have Josh. Thank you, Joshua. Wow. 1776 on our MVB wheel on the board. You support a murder of women and hundreds of children, Stefano says. Huh. You support a murderer of women and hundreds of children. Who would that be, sir? Somebody in the Democrat Party? Happy Friday, Freedom Fam. What's up, Philly? How are you? Philly. Good to see you, bro. Who am I missing here? Greg. How are you, sir? Greg, Philly. Good to see you, man. Like and share. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Jerry? What's up, Greg? How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Gas price check. Idaho in my area currently is $3.15 gallon. Yeah. Mine's high too, bro. Mine went up several cents. We're going to talk about that. I watched a video today. We're going to talk about that. For sure, man. Good to see everybody in Zapstream. Let's see who's over on Bumble. Anybody over there yet? We got 3 people over there. We got Philly leaving comments. I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate it, Philly. Really do, man. Thank you. Happy Friday, fam. Hey, Grasshopper. How are you, ma'am? Our newest legend. Grasshopper. How goes it, ma'am? I got to stop being so combative with people, man. I really do, because my blood gets boiling, man. I gotta chill. Grasshopper, baby. Hey, BTC backpacker. What a fine group of patriots in here, eh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Joshua. Good to see you, man. How are you? I'm gonna put you on the wheel as well, bro. Where I'm gonna put you at, Joshua? Put you right here, man. Josh. Good to see you, bro. Sure. Wow. Thank you, man, for all those apps, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do, bro. Thank you. Hiya, hey, Jenny. Jenny Legendary. Jenny's also on the leaderboard. She comes in heavy with a Jenny's app of 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny, the 2-time MVP. MVP. The only winner so far. Jenny Legendary. How are you, man? We got these Democrats mad, boy. Jenny, good to see you. Hey, Jerry. Hey, fam. Hey, Vic. Good to see you, man. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Big Shoots is in the house. Vic, how are you, man? How's the kids? How's the wife? And how's the weather in San Diego? Joshua, salute to you. America and Canada. And Jenny sends in another 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Nico did that. Well, thank you, Nico. You're going to go on the leaderboard. So we got Jenny. Nico's on there too. Thank you, Nico and Jenny. Very much appreciate it. $1,234. Thank you very much to Jenny Zap and Nico. Following his mama's footsteps. Thank you so much. Gray says, gotta keep ahead of the hot chick if I can, or at least pressure her. Yeah. You're up there, man. You're always at the top, bro. I don't think nobody can mess with you, Gray. The only one I could think that can mess with you is St. Roosevelt. And I got a funny feeling you may be St. Roosevelt. Just saying. I don't know. I don't know. But you definitely remind me of him. Packer, always Canada flag. Love for you, sir. How much of that state tax is that state tax, though? Exactly. Exactly, bro. We're going to talk about that today. We are going to talk about the reason. We're going to talk about the Strait of Hormuz today. We're going to watch a video on that. Everybody's been talking about that, and we're going to learn about it today. We are going to learn about that today, and I'm interested in it, man. It's cool. Gas is now $6 here. Jesus, wow. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, man. In Cali, bro. Good question. Yeah, exactly. Looks like 32 cents a gallon. For where? In Idaho? Busy night around here, trying to catch the stream in between dealing with the fam. Okay, Grasshopper. I already know how you do, so I got you. Don't worry about it. If you win, you win. I felt tremors in my area. Are you in my city or state? Question mark. Where's your city or state at, the troll? I felt tremors in my area. Are you in my city or state? And where would you be located, sir? It's looking like Eastern estimated 52.4 cents tax. In Idaho? Idaho? She won last night too. She did. She won back to back, bro. Yes, she did. Nico says, woof, 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 woof. The furry freeloader. Woof, woof. Hey, how are you? Let me put you on the wheel, Nico. Nico, a.k.a. the furry freeloader. Thank you, man. I mean, thank you for those sats. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. So thanks. I really, really appreciate that. Very kind. Nico, giving Jerry sats. I appreciate that. 52. Ouch. I know. It's crazy. Jen, where's that Democrat Jor? I don't know. I have no idea. He's probably playing with his Bumble, probably. It's fantastic. My hip is much better. Still hurts a little bit, but don't tell the pesky human because I want to play ball. Yeah, I heard you were out for the count yesterday, Nico. So you're better. That's good. Glad to see it. Glad to hear it. Because it's rough out here for a doggy dog like you, especially you, right? It's got to be tough on you. Ron J. Films. Looking at little clips here. To 1.5 million a coin. Let's watch this one. I got some pretty good Bitcoin videos for you guys to watch as well. Ha ha! Hiya. No need to ask. He's a food operator. Food operator. Food operator. Food operator. Sade, aka See All Desserts Eat. Sade. Huh. No need to ask. He's a food operator. Food operator. Food operator. Sade, aka See All Deserts Eat. Huh. I don't think so, the troll. It's a rough world for sure. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. Doing good, Jerry. Everyone's doing better. Weather was super nice today. Got a change to go do a little photo walk this morning. Was a tourist in my own city. Oh, nice, man. Got to get that money, right? That's what you do, man. Hiya, Philly. Hey, got the like button? Go hit the like button for my friend. Thank you, Nico. Appreciate that. Don't forget the like button, guys. Please and thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Nico and Jenny. I really do. And today, guys, Bitcoin is down a little bit, but we're okay. We are perfectly fine. Right? What are we doing here? We're back in the 60s, which I like. My weight is in the 60s now, too. 260 something. About 268, 269. I'll take that. We need to get out of the 60s quickly and get into the 50s. Because by the time you guys get here, I got to pretend like I'm skinny. We're at 68,240 cuck bucks. 68,000 cuck bucks to get one Bitcoin. But the most important thing, guys, for $1, yes, I said it. For $1, you can get yourself 1,465 Satoshis. And yes, I said it. For $1. And I'm telling you, that is the deal of a lifetime. There's a new block. Boom, 648. So we got 2 spins to do. We need to see 48 before our turnaround. Really? Are you saying we need to see it, or is that what's going to happen before we turn around? Or do you want to see it, Gray? Inquiring minds want to know. You forgot to put the K after the 260. Kilograms or thousands? Because I don't think no one weighs 260,000 pounds, the troll. Maybe kilograms, but thousands of pounds, I don't think so, the troll. But in any case, guys, as you can see here, we're grooving. TikTok next block. We just got a new block in on the base layer, and we're just rolling. This block right here, 939,648. We had 3,811 transactions in there, which is great. That means people are still using Bitcoin. And let the troll tell it nobody uses it. Which again, that's a lot of transactions in less than 10 minutes. In 10 minutes. Hiya, what's good tonight, everyone? Kramer, what's going on, my boy? How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Let me put Kramer up in here. Kramer's a 2-star general. Man, oh man, guys. I gotta say, man, it's gonna be a lot of hurt, man, with the gas prices and everything else, which means once oil and gas prices go up, everything else is gonna go up right behind it. And people are going to flip out. By the way, Jerry, you said at one time the 4-year cycle is broken. You still believe that? Yeah. Once it because two reasons why I believe it, Gray. One is we've already broken it in 2025. 2025 was supposed to be the bull run, and it didn't happen, right? But also too, that I think the 4-year cycle is based on the halving and the amount of Bitcoin that was coming in, getting cut in half. The problem is we have 90 something, 95, over 95% of the supply already in the market. 95.23% to be exact, right here. And, it is getting cut in half every 10 minutes, this epoch, but I don't think it's going to have the same amount of, um, weight on it, Gray, just because it doesn't mean as much because there's so much Bitcoin. Like before, the first epoch, yeah, there was half and then they cut it in half. And then, there's still a lot coming in. But right now, there's only 450 Bitcoin a day coming into the supply of almost 20 million. So that's why, in a very simplistic way, I think it's done for. And I had a chart here. Where did I put it? It showed the heck did I put it? I got so many tabs up here. Um, hmm. Put it back here. Forgot where I put it. Maybe I'll find it later. But anyways, so yeah, that's why. Who listens to Troll Boy? Not me. Can you see me on the Primal tonight? Let's see, honey. See if I can see you. I can't see anybody on the Primal. This is StreamYard. I mean, this is Zapstream. Let me go on the Primal because I can't even see the stream on Primal when I go on Primal. Let's see live. There's Backpacker Sharon. Thank you, Backpacker. But no, I can't even see my live, man. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Nope, I don't see you on here, honey. Not yet. Don't see you on there or the Zap stream. Nope. Have you done something over there? Gas price check here in Liberal, Ontario, where I live. $1.41 a liter of that. Ontario provincial tax is 9 cents a liter. Federal tax is 10 cents a liter. Carbon tax, LOL, 17.61 cents a liter. An American amounts to $5.36 per gallon. Oh my God. Are you serious, man? I think we can see Jerry from space. What kind of telescope would you have, sir, for that? Okay, I take your answer. Personally, I do believe the 4-year cycle is still intact. Okay. I look at the 200-day moving average will show you we are repeating the cycle. Look at December 21st, January 23rd, 60% drawdown. All right. I'm not saying I'm right. I just think it's over. But okay. Fair play, sir. Yep, send a zap and ask if we log into all three, do we get our name on the wheel 3 times? Haha. Let me see. See if I can see it on Strike here. You may have to do it on Zapstream, honey, but let me see. Oh yeah, it did come through to 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Jenny. But no, it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything at all. Carbon tax, wow. Just asking, sir. Everyone has an opinion. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm right. That's just the way I see it. Jenny, thank you so much. And I'm sorry that shit ain't going through, man. Very sorry about that. But I believe you just took the lead. 2,468. Yes, you did. You are the leader of the MVBs, Jenny, which is no surprise. Yeah, we're going to get into a couple of videos today. We're going to break down some stuff. And we're going to get into the proceedings this evening. I'm about to quit Primal. Not yet, Jenny. Maybe you know what you should do? Reset the app and see what happens. If you haven't already. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I'll take this app. I'll take the app off. Not off, but swipe it off and then I'll go in again. And if that doesn't work, I'll just re-upload it. See what I mean? 1985, trying to run circles around 1961. I know. Young girl. Uh-oh. Nico just took the lead from his mother. He says, oh, no, she's not, from Nico. 1235. Thank you, Nico. Wow. Nico's number one now with 12,469. Don't tell me Nico's about to be the MVB. Nico. Wow, we're going to get you some doggy treat for that, Nico. Price in gasoline alley Alberta was also $1.40 a liter today. Oh man. Wow. You couldn't see me the other night either. I know. But try that and see what happens, honey. See what happens. Not at all. We can see Jerry from outer space. I think you already said that. I think we can see Jerry from space. I think we can see Jerry from outer space. Okay. I think we get it, Troll. You want to try another one, sir? Here in globalist Carney's Canada, tax on tax on tax. Lots of them hidden and baked in by manufacturers passing off to consumers. Same old story. Yep. Treats. I like Treatos. Woof woof. Noted. That is noted. Jenny, it's okay. You already have. I'm winded trying to keep pace with such a hot chick. Ding. Okay. With the winky face. I like it, man. Ain't nothing wrong. Let's see what Adam Beck said about Bitcoin headed to a very high price.
BSTR CIO. Actually, Bitcoin as an asset class has stood out from every other asset class for the last decade, generally, in having the highest annualized return, at the best Sharpe ratio. So it's really being an outlier if you can adapt to the volatility. And that was the thesis that Sean Bill, BSTR CIO, put to the pension fund when he put it into the pension fund. And in that case, started in 2019. It took him until 2021 to get Bitcoin in there. But the point there was that if they would buy and hold around 2% was his recommendation at that time, and hold it, that alone could fill the unfunded liabilities of the pension fund. And if it fell, it's a small impact on the fund. So it's really, from that point of view, it's a way to improve overall return while Bitcoin's on its adoption curve. I think that's the biggest driver. So, and since that time, a number of other firms at BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America have put out their own recommendations for Bitcoin allocation in model portfolios. So, it's interesting to see people following that already, half a decade later, but the institutions are starting to form an investment thesis and model portfolios for Bitcoin. It's very difficult to predict Bitcoin price, but another comparison is the digital gold, and prospect for Bitcoin to reach parity with gold. That already puts you maybe about 1.5 million per coin.
I like that prediction. I love that prediction. When will it happen? Who knows? Who knows? I know he's been a controversial figure lately, but I don't think he's wrong. Doesn't make him wrong. Doesn't make him wrong. Love the glasses, Jerry. Thank you. Yeah. That's some new ones. Real glasses. Finally got some real glasses, Fanny. Thank you, Fanny. Wish we couldn't see you at all, the troll, but you keep showing up. Joke, you're fun to mess with. Anybody in the house tonight? Yes, we are. What's up, Neo the One, how are you, sir? Good to see you, my boy. How goes it? He's back. Neo, I'm still waiting on you, man, to think about becoming a member. Ha ha! Adam Hack speaks in riddles and utter nonsense like Jerry speaks in riddles and utter nonsense. BTC is like you two guys. BS, he says. Huh. Okay. Adam Hack, he calls him. Fair play. Fair play. You can see Pluto with those glasses, he says. Pluto? I don't know about that, man. These are pretty. I can see pretty good with these. TGIF, my wonderful freedom fam. Hey, beautiful one, Emily. How are you, man? Emily's back. She gets sats. Yes, she does. Emily, how are you, man? Very good to see you. Emily gets sats. Boom. We love to see it, man. How are you, Jerry? I'm good, Emily. Thank you, everybody. They were talking about my glasses. I got a new pair of glasses today. Well, not today, a couple of days ago. I got some real glasses, guys, not the CVS brands. But I'm doing well. Emily, thank you. How are you, honey? Yep, not a fan of Adam at all. Yeah, me neither. But doesn't mean he's wrong. Somebody sent in 50 sats. I think I know who this is. Let's see. Yes, it is. Spaceman. Yeah, that's me. What's up, Jerry and his loyal band of merry Bitcoiners? Yes. Joshua says, yeah, Jerry, I'm serious, and I don't think the full effect of the Iran conflict has hit the price at the pumps yet. Plus the always BS summer fuel switchover. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, Jerry, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro. Very much, Joshua. Joshua's the man. Let me put Spaceman on the wheel. And also, Spaceman, you're going on the top 10 list. I appreciate you, Spaceman. How goes it, bro? Spaceman. My man. It's Phat Zap Friday today, guys. Put Spaceman up here on this leaderboard. Spaceman with Fitty. Thank you, Spaceman. Very much appreciated. Hello, Sir Gray Motion. Emily, much love. Good to be seen. That's right, bro. It's always good to be seen, isn't it? Always good. Good evening, my lady. Emily. Woof, woof. Glad you're here. You always take up for me with that pesky human. Yes, she does. She actually does. She really does. Hi, Big Shoots. How are your boys? Of course, Nico, your face is just melted. Is just melted by heart. Yes. Nico is the cutest. We know. Don't be jealous, guys. It just is what it is. Nico's always gonna win, But thank you guys for coming in so much. I appreciate it. Today is Friday, March 6th, 2026. Today is Phat Zap Friday. So what I did was I put a few 2x zaps on there. So if you land on it, you get double your sats based on your level. And what are those levels, you ask? Oh, I'm glad you asked. If you are a subscriber, and if you haven't, there's a button under there. It says subscribe. I think it's white. Hit that button and you'll be 2,605 if you haven't already. And if you do that, we put your name on the wheel and you will win your block reward, your block subsidy of 105 sats, which is pretty good, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with the free 99 plan. That's the free 99 plan, ladies and gentlemen. It's free. But, everything has a cost. You hitting the subscribe and being here, that costs something, right? Your time. You know what I mean? Good, Emily, eating our whole house, but keeping me busy. That's what those kids do. They're growing fast, Big Shoes. And if you decide to step your game up a little bit and become a member, the first tier, you'll get 210 sats. What do you need to do that? It's simple. It's $2.99 a month. $3. $3. It's $3. Tier 1. Not bad. I call this the ultimate DCA. You buy into this every month. It's a DCA. Uh-oh, somebody sent another 50 cents. What's up, Jerry and his loyal? Oh, okay, I got that one. This is the DCA board. If you put $3 a month in, just like a DCA, $3, $5, $7, you get these tiers. $2.10 every time you hit, you win. $3.15 every time you win, and $4.20 every time you win. Plus the perks. You cannot beat that, guys. So consider being a DCA member. Okay, Jerry, the glasses look good on you. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. Oh, somebody just sent in a lot of sats on speed wall. I thought you guys forgot about me on speed. Thank you. Somebody sent 1,420. Wow, 1,420. Definitely growing. Yes. Speed was me just now. Oh, grasshopper. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Grasshopper. The big zap and put it right over you. Boom. Look at that, grasshopper, right there. See that? Thank you, grasshopper. Well, that's going to put you up on the leaderboard. I really appreciate that, ma'am. Thank you. Let's put you up on here, grasshopper. Grasshopper is also a legend. 1,420. What she did was, I saw that. I saw what you did there. Her number's 420, so she put a 1 before it. I said, you know what, Jerry? I'm going to put a 1 before that 420. Thank you, Grasshopper. I really appreciate it. It's very nice of you. That's a lot of sats. Hi, Grasshopper. How are your little ones and your cute puppy? Yes, we want to know, Grasshopper. Speed told me they would review if I could close my account and decide within 7 days. Power tripping much? App gone. Yeah, I know, man. They're tripping, bro. I do use it for payroll sometimes, but because they got free no fees. So, but yeah, they started tripping. Hey, they're good till they're not. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, it is Friday, March 6th, 2026, and we're going to spin the first block of block 647. Now, for those of you that don't know, we spin every time a block comes out that is mined at the Bitcoin base layer, and we just named the last three numbers 647. So we got some spins. We got 1, 2, 3. We definitely got some spins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spins, guys. So let's get to it. Spin 1. Who's going to win when we spin it? Good luck, everybody. Thanks for coming. Phat Zap, the first one. First one. And by the way, you can only win Phat Zap once, okay? Phat Zap once. Please and thank you. Hey, Emily said everyone is crazy here tonight. Send help, LOL. Yes, I got to put that. Only once. A per spin. Only once per spin. Because I would be dead and gone if I did that. So whoever gets this one whoever lands on is going to get it. Phat Zap. I love Phat Zap Fridays, man. Joshua, I'll put you down here. One more. Boom. And boom. All right. Next one gets Phat Zap. 2x. Fanny. Fanny. 480. Congratulations. Fanny just got 480 sats. Why'd she get 480? It's simple. It's very simple. She is a legend. She gets 420 a spin. That's her block subsidy reward. Now she pays $7 to do it. Okay. But it's Phat Zap Friday. She just won 840 sats on one spin. Again, man, it's the ultimate DCA and it helps the channel. It really does. Oh, goodness, Grasshopper, you're amazing. Jenny, why do they have a say if you close your account or not? I know, right? That's what I was thinking, bro. I was thinking the same thing. My sentiments exactly. My Wi-Fi is acting up and keep getting behind. Please be patient if I don't answer right away. Okay, bro. Sorry about that. What kind of shenanigans you getting it up to tonight, Jerry? What's up, Bang? Oh, you know me, bro. I'm a troublemaker, man. Big time troublemaker. Bang, how are you, man? Bang is a real G. Good to see you, bro. How goes it? Triple G. Boom. You're on that wheel. Bangarang. Hey, Neil. Emily, what's up? Phat Zap Friday. Fanny, yes. Absolutely. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Grasshopper. Good game, Fanny. Nice, Fanny. What? Gang, gang. Worth being a legendary member. Holy crap. Yes, it is. 840 sats on one spin. Just saying, guys. Good games, Fanny. Thanks. No doubt. Fanny's the first winner. Phat Zap for her. I said 480. 840. Excuse me. 840. I'm sorry. I'm getting my numbers wrong. 420 times 2 is 840. 840 sats, excuse me. On one spin. Congratulations for 647, Fanny. Let's see who can win 648. Always correct me if I say something stupid like this, guys. Greg. Boom. Greg is a subscriber, so he gets 105. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate you, bro. Really do. Let's see what's going on over here at Zapstream. Nothing yet. That's okay. See what's up with Primal. Every time I do this, it does this. Let's see. There it is. We got 5 zaps for 5,450 over here. Oh, Jenny, they're showing up now, honey. If we log into all 3, do we get our name on the wheel 3 times? Huh? Okay, we got it now, Jen. It's showing up, Jenny. You're here. There it is. Congrats. Philly. Let's go. She got to be here, Philly. All right, let me know if you're not here. That was 648. Let's do 649. You got to be here, Philly. Phat Zap. Again. Phat Zap. Somebody's getting 2X. Hi, Fanny Packer, Backpacker, and kids. Yes. Another 2X. You can only win once, though. Per spin. Let's do it. Yeah, let them know if you're not here, huh? You like that? Double your stack. Double your stack. Wow. Let's fucking go. Now, remember, guys, you said that double your stack is mean all day for the rest of the night, whatever you get is double. But it's actually quadruple right now for this spin right here. Because whoever lands on this next is getting 4X because you're getting double all night. Okay? But remember also, if you go bankrupt, you get nothing for the night as well. That's what you guys chose. You guys voted on that last night. So we're not putting it halfway in. You're going to go all the way in. Okay? So this person right here, the next spin is 4X. Holy guacamole. Let's see who's going to be. And for the rest of the night, you're getting double for the rest of the night. Good luck. Pause. Who's it going to be? Okay. Okay, so does that bankrupt thing count on the MBB wheel too? No, it does not, man. No, it does not. And also, legends can't be bankrupt. Okay, so now you have a choice. You can either add a star to your name or double whoever lands on this. And I know you're not going to pick that. You're going to pick the double. So let's see. Let's see who's going to get it. Fanny. Oh, Backpacker. Backpacker. So Backpacker. Let me tell you what you just won, sir. You just won 420 times 4 equals 1,680 sats for one spin, sir. And for the rest of the night, because you're a legend and you can't get bankrupt, you are receiving 840 sats per spin. Give him a round of applause, guys. You're getting 840 for the rest of the night. 1680 right there. Congratulations, Backpacker. Love it. Backpacker. Nice game. Good game, Packer. Good going. Wow, yes. Backpacker, and he's the legendary member. Everyone get the membership. I would. It's worth it. Yeah, Backpacker, that's awesome. I think it's worth it. I really do. Congratulations. Philly, got to let me know if you're not here. 649 goes to Backpacker. Let's see who can get 650. I'm trying to set up an email and got excited. LOL. I hope I didn't mess it up. That's crazy. Double your stack again. Double your stack again. Now, it's only one time. Blessed. Sats on sats, yes. Backpacker. Philly. Yeah, you won that. Philly. You're blessed, yes. I'm here, brother. Got you, bro. 105 for you. All right. Now, you can only win this once, the double your stack, okay? So if Backpacker lands on Backpacker, it doesn't count, okay? We got to spin it again. But somebody's going to get double your stack for the night. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be for the rest of the night? Looks like Anonymous to me. Looks like Anonymous to me. Anonymous, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Sorry, guys.
840 sats for Anonymous for the rest of the night. I mean, come on, man. It's really paying off on Phat Zap Friday. The Backpacker family right now is absolutely killing it, which makes it very easy for me on for the payroll. Congratulations. Hey, Fingerpick. He says, hey, Fingerpicker. What's up, bro? How are you, man? Congratulations, bro. Good to see you, Fingerpick. That's what I'm talking about, man. My man, Fingerpick. Good to see you, bro. Wow, I know, right? 650 double the stack. BTC Backpacker for Anonymous. Are you showering or pooping? Yes. Go Anonymous. Woohoo. Hey, Fanny. Hi, Fingerpicked. Roll packs. I know, right? That's a lot of rolls, bro. 650. That was box 650. Let's see him win 651. Let's get it going. Kramer. Congratulations, sir. Fingerpick. The rookie, and he's a legendary too, LMFAO, and he just paid us for his membership. That's what I'm talking about. Backpacker fam, go. Yes, they're getting some serious sats here, man. 61 Kramer, woohoo. I'm here. Kramer, let's go. Kramer. That's 315 for you, sir. Not bad. I know it doesn't seem like a lot compared to everybody else, but it's 315, man. Can't get mad at that, bro. I really appreciate you guys coming, man. I really do. Kramer, yay. K-Man, cheers. Pretzel. Yes. 652. It's on you. Anonymous again? Yes. Guess what he just won?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Sorry, guys.
840 sats. Another 840 for Anonymous. He gets double sats all day. I mean, guys, listen, man. You can't beat it. Ha-ha, the pretzel. Double poops, yes. Anonymous, congratulations, my boy. Good job. 652. 653, let's get it. Let's get it. Anonymous is on fire. Yes, he is. Vic shoots. Looks like that to me. Vic, congratulations, sir. That's 210 sats for you. Thank you, bro. Appreciate your contributions, man. I really do. Let's see what gold and silver is doing today. Gold is at $5,172, just underneath. Not bad. It's up. It's up for the day. Silver is just under 85. Not bad. And for Bitcoin, it takes for gold, it takes 13.1 ounces of gold to get 1 Bitcoin, which is not bad. Gang, gang, Vic. Woohoo. Yay, congrats. Thanks, guys. No doubt. Kramer, I don't know. Pretzel mean, but made me laugh. Me neither. I don't know what that means either. But it's all good. I got a bright light coming here, guys. This is companies by market caps or assets by market cap. Gold is number 1. Speaking of gold and silver, gold is sitting at 36 trillion. Silver is at 4.76 trillion. The precious metals are killing it right now. They're number 1 and 2 in the world. And Bitcoin right now is temporarily at 13, lucky 13. But we're going to move up. Hi, my fellow insect. BTC Bug, what's up, my boy? Boy, you just missed some fun, man. How are you, brother? BTC Bug's in the house. Good to see you, man. Very good to see you. And Fear and Greed Index doesn't get much lower than 12, guys. Get the raid, Gray says. Hello, Bug. It's an inside joke. Reference to an episode of Seinfeld. Oh, okay. Seinfeld reference. Okay, got it. And when you see this, guys, when you see this, Extreme Fear, 12. Yesterday was 18. It's even down further because the price has dipped. Extreme Fear last week was 11. Extreme Fear. Listen, this is the time to buy, guys. Not financial advice, but financial advice. Bug. You guys know what time it is. I mean, listen, man. Anytime, and I do mean anytime, you can get over 1,000 sats for $1. Nonetheless, 1,100, 1,200, 13, 1,400 plus per dollar. Guys, we're going to look back at this time almost like we looked back when it hit 15,800 or whatever during the FTX crash. This is the equivalent to me. This is the bear market of 2022. In my personal opinion. Anytime there's blood on the streets and there's fear in the streets, this is when we go. You know what I mean? Vic said it's a good time to buy. I'm with you, bro. Any price under 1 million is a great buy. That's right, bro. Jerry, what's the link to that site? Which one, brother? This one, Fear and Greed? Fear and Greed, or this one, timechaincalendar.com, my boy? Either one, I'll send it to you. Haha, Elaine Dance. Yeah. Love it, man. Love it. I want to show you a guy that's pretty much built like me. He's one of us, YouTubers. Robert Breedlove. He's my twin, except he's white. Calendar. Okay, let me put it here, bro. And he got stopped at the beach. And they said, "Hey, man, you got a great body." Just like me. They did a video on me too, but I said, don't put it up. I don't want to brag. And Robert Breedlove was featured. And I've watched this guy before. His channel is called Body by Mark. He has millions and millions of followers on Instagram and TikTok and all that. So let's take a look at the great Robert Breedlove, my white twin brother. And let's see what he got to say about wellness and fitness.
I ask people who are really fit what they do for their workouts, and you were shredded.
Oh, yeah. I've seen you on Instagram.
Have you? All right.
Body by Mark. I've been working out for 30 years.
30 years. That makes you how old?
40.
Okay.
I've been doing nutrition hardcore for like 20 years.
Okay.
I trained naturally my entire life.
Natural.
Until the past 12 weeks. Started testosterone.
Okay.
Started hardening anabolics like Anavar.
Wow.
Primobolan.
Okay.
Masteron. And that's it.
So what made you get on those?
I think I had a pre-midlife crisis.
Okay.
I wanted to get in the best shape of my life when I turned 40.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I just turned 40.
I see.
So now we're doing photo shoots and you call me.
You see the Bitcoin tattoo? You guys notice it? This guy's got a body just like me, guys. I mean, he's my twin, basically. You know what I mean? Did she do the thing with the kicks and thumbs? Sweet Moses. Yes, SLM LMFAO. See his tat? I do. It's a dope tat. Goals, yeah, he's ripped. But it's not all natural now. He'll tell you why. He'll tell you in a minute. Watch.
40.
I see.
So now we're doing photo shoots, and you call me at my absolute peak.
What
The plan is, by the way, to open source all of this data so young men can kind of like demystify the influencer game.
Right.
So all these fake fucking guys saying they're natural,
Yeah.
they're full of shit.
Right.
If you get in this kind of shape, at least for me, you got to do stuff.
But take me through your week. How many days are you lifting weights?
When I'm cutting, like 3 days a week.
3 days?
When I'm not, 5 days a week.
Okay.
I also do yoga, Pilates, sprints on the beach, try to swim when I can.
Okay.
A lot of baby making with my wife.
Look at that. All right. Yeah. And what about your diet?
Very heavy meat.
Heavy meat.
So yeah, carnivore mostly, but I also eat some.
Pause. Very heavy meat. Did he just say very heavy meat? Man, this guy. I feel like I'm looking in the mirror right now, guys. It's crazy.
Heavy meat.
So yeah, carnivore mostly, but I also eat some fruits and vegetables. We never eat out hardly ever. If we do, it's 5-star steakhouses.
Yeah.
Like that.
So how many grams of meat do you think you're having a day?
A lot. I think he eats on total the amount of 2 big steaks.
2 big steaks a day.
When I'm cutting, it's probably 3,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm not, it's probably 5,000.
And what about supplements other than what you just listed?
All the basics.
So did you hear what he just said? That's very interesting what he just said. He said when he's cutting, he eats 3,000 calories of meat, of protein. But when he's not, he eats 5,000 calories. Now, you're probably wondering, how in the fuck can somebody eat 3,000 or 5,000 and look like that? Well, it's simple. He's taking stuff, number one. But number two, when you have a lot of muscle, you can eat more calories because when you got muscle, it's burning it. Ask me how I know that, by the way. You know what I mean? Drinking creatine at the moment too. Hey, man, there he is. That's your twin. Congrats, winners. Got pulled away for a couple minutes, no doubt. Grasshopper, have you ever wondered how I look with my shirt on? Just my shirt off. Here we go. I know you've been wondering. This is how I look, Grasshopper. Robert Breedlove, ladies and gentlemen.
Creatine, amino acids, do some stuff for gut health.
So what was the biggest change then that you saw? You just got a little bit leaner when you started taking all those?
No, I mean, you see that it like hardens the body, hardens the physique. So
Yeah.
It brings out a lot more detail, recovery's faster. I haven't done actually any steroids to bulk. I've only done them to cut. So I
Really?
can only really speak to that side of the equation.
Now, what does something like that cost?
So he says he uses steroids to cut, not to bulk. He cut. Hey, you're laughing really a little too hard there, Grasshopper. But he says he uses steroids to cut. Usually it looks like people use steroids to bulk up and get more muscle, but he says he uses the cut, which is very interesting. You're the best, Jerry LMAO. I'm just saying, man. If the lady's been wondering, there he is, okay? Except I'm a little darker. You know that because you're a king of... Oh, am I?
The stack that you're on.
It's all really speak to that side of the equation.
Now, what does something like that cost? The stack that you're on.
It's all, I don't know, to be honest. Not too expensive for me.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm self-employed.
Okay, and then what about alcohol? Do you drink?
No. I started Olympic weightlifting when I was 11.
You were
Come on, Robert. When he says, what do you do for a living? Say, I teach people about Bitcoin. Come on, Robert. That was your chance, man. You should have said, look, I look a little orange and glistening. I work for myself. I teach people about Bitcoin. You got any Bitcoin? There it is. There was 1 million people watching this. Come on, Robert. But I'll give you a pass because you look like me.
Yeah, so 29 years.
Did you do sports throughout your life? Or?
Football, wrestling, boxing, and Olympic style weightlifting. My strongest lift ever was a 275 kilo deadlift, 605 pounds.
Wow.
I also clean and jerked 182 kilos, 402.
Yeah.
I snatched 325 pounds, which is 147 kilos.
What about pull-ups then?
I can do like 15. I do everything in obviously medically supervised.
Yeah.
And in a good legal context.
Yeah.
And you're fine.
Right. So did you get your blood work done?
I
And
have it done monthly, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Was it low? Did your doctor
My
say
free T was low when I started.
it was?
My normal T was normal, 850.
Okay.
I forget the free T number, but it was just below the range.
Yeah. What other side benefits other than the aesthetics?
It
Anything
makes
else?
hard work feel really good,
Right.
like testosterone specifically.
Yeah.
Much more productive, much more goal oriented.
Yeah.
I'm up at 5:30 every day, just crushing goals.
Same with me, brother. I'm up at 4 something in the morning. 40 years old? Hell, I did nothing but work and look like that. Work does wonders. Pumping and drinking is fake, in my opinion. Okay. All right. Wait, 15 pull-ups? That's what he said. That's what he said. Only he can do 15. He's very honest. I would think it would be more than that too, to be honest.
And do you regret not starting it sooner?
No, I'm glad I waited until I was 40.
Yeah.
So I can see what I can do naturally.
Yeah.
Compare the two.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you look good, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
My man, Robert Breelove. My twin. Love to see that, man. I saw that the other day in a short. I was like, wait, is that Robert Breelove? Because I watch that guy all the time. He just stops people randomly. He says, hey, man, I stop people who are in great shape, like he did me. He stopped me. And I go, body by Mark? He says, yeah, you look great, Jerry. I said, thanks, man, but I really don't want to film. I don't want to film. It makes me, you know what I mean? He's like, all right. It makes people look bad. Yeah, I don't want to make anybody look bad, Mark. But anyways, I saw Robert. I was like, hey, man, that's Robert Breelove. But he should have orange pilled him, man. He should have orange pilled him. But it's all good, man. It's all good. We love you, Robert. All right, we're all caught up with the spins. I wanted to watch a very interesting video today. We got Anthony Pompliano talking about what you should do. He's on somebody's podcast today. And the guy asked him a simple question, and Pompliano gave him a simple answer. Take a look.
Let's finish with a quick one that people will want to know. You still own a big chunk of your Bitcoin, for your portfolio in Bitcoin. What's a realistic return for 2026 and beyond for someone who buys today at 70K or 80K or 120K?
Well, I think that, I don't know, for the next year or two. If I look out over a long time horizon, I think Bitcoin will continue to compound somewhere in the 20 to 30% a year range. Could be higher certain years, could be lower certain years, right? But somewhere in that range, kind of 2 to 3 times the stock market. Okay. Over 10 years, it's a really attractive return, right? There's not many hedge funds that say, hey, I return 25 or 30% a year every year compounded for a decade or 2 decades.
For free. That you don't have
no
to pay.
fees. And you don't have to do any work. That's the other thing is if you work at a hedge fund, you got to work. You got to talk to people. You got to do research. You got to, it's stressful. What's the end of quarter mark? What's my bonus going to be? How do we hire? Oh, I got to manage people. I got to deal with LPs. I mean, there's a lot of work there. So again, it just comes back to, I think people who hold Bitcoin over a long time horizon, they'll be happy. Maybe if they had unrealistic expectations, they won't be as happy as they thought they would be. If they had low expectations, they'll be more happy than they thought. But over time, Bitcoin tends to do very well. And I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon.
30% a year, what does that get us to in 10 years?
Well, it depends on where do we start, right? Bitcoin's price is all over the place.
Yeah, let's say 100K, so to make it very easy. Could be 50, could be 150. But like, let's say 100K, like what people, because people kind of think exponentially, right?
It's very hard. Yeah.
How do you think, what does that mean? 30% a year for 10 years, more or less?
I don't know what the math is off the top of my head, right? I can't think exponentially either. But if you just think about every single year, that compounding gets bigger and bigger. And the longer it goes, the more in the later years, right? So the beauty of compounding is it's like the Buffett, 65 years old. And after, that's when he made most of his money. He started when he was 12, right? So if you think about that, for 12 to 65, he was pretty rich.
That's very interesting. And that's true, too. That is 100% true. Spaceman, by the way, I put another 50 for you on the leaderboard. I noticed that you zapped me twice. Thank you, brother. 2 50s.
But most of his money came after the age of 65. It helps that he lived to 90-something years old. But still, that's crazy.
You said I'm going to leave my Bitcoin to my grandchildren. So that's probably in a long time. What do you think a Bitcoin could be worth in whatever 30, 40, 50 years? When you leave your Bitcoin to your grandchildren?
1 Bitcoin.
What?
One Bitcoin is going to equal 1 Bitcoin,
Good
right?
Answer.
Just think fiat currency has been around since 1971, right? We're 55 years into the experiment?
Yeah.
So 40 years from now means that Bitcoin would be the same age that fiat currency is right now.
1 Bitcoin.
Worth 1 Bitcoin.
$1 is definitely not worth $1 anymore.
$1 is not worth $1 from last year, right?
Last month, you mean? Interesting, right? That's crazy. I love that, man. I love that. So there we have it, man. Just remember, guys, listen, Bitcoin is long story short, Bitcoin is a long man's game. Okay. We're in this for a long time. And I love showing this because this is where we're at, guys. In less than 9 years, we will be at 99% of all Bitcoin of the supply mined. This is the gold rush right here, ladies and gentlemen. January 26, 2035, which is less than 9 years away. All of the Bitcoin, 1% will be left to mine for the next 105 years until 2140. Okay? All coin issued February 15, 2139. So 104 years for the last 1%. This is the gold rush, guys. And nobody knows what this is. That's why we're going hard, man. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. And this is why I love showing this illustration right here, because if you look at it and know what's up and you see this thing play out, if you don't think we're early, then you really, really don't understand how this game works. Take a look at this. Well, I can't play the music, but it's epoch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? When this thing is going, it's still a baby. Right? Put on 1.5 speed. Boom, boom, boom. We're in epoch 5. We're in epoch 5. We're about right here. A little bit less than that. Well, let me see. We're actually right there. Hold on. Let's see. 95. I think I stopped it right on time. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. 95.23% of all the Bitcoin mined. And look where I stopped it at. One time. One take Jake, baby. That's exactly where we're at right now. Early 2026. We're almost halfway through the epoch. Right? About 2 months away from halfway through. 105,000 blocks is 25% of the epoch. 105,000 is half. 52,500 is 25% through the epoch. And this is where we're at right now. So from here till epoch 7, which right here, which would be the year 2035, that's when it all ends. This is when the gold rush is over, ladies and gentlemen. But you only got 9 years to get it. Nobody knows that it's here, though. This is the difference between the gold rush of San Francisco in the 1800s and that 7-year window versus this 11, 10, 9-year window now of the Bitcoin gold rush. Now, look what happens from 9 years from today until the end of the last one. Watch how everything slows down. The year 2035 all the way over. Check this out. It just keeps going and going and going. Now, this epoch right here, let me go back. By the way, I forgot to mention, when we get to that epoch, when we get to the 99%, this epoch right here, this is the last epoch that we're mining a full Bitcoin every 10 minutes. Instead of mining over 100 million sats every 10 minutes, now it's less than that. It's only 78 million sats per 10 minutes. How many sats do you have right now? Do you have a block subsidy right now? I know some of you guys got over 78 million sats. I think so. Hey, Jerry, hope all is well. I love you all. Please, can you put me on the wheel? No doubt, man. What's up, B-Hair? How are you? Long time no see, man. How are you? B-Hair. Right? Who's Joe? Who's Jake? Hey, Satman. Satman, we got to finish off your story from yesterday. Now we left you, Satman. Now we left you at the airport getting dissed by not you, but the dude that was getting dissed, the billionaire guy, the powerful guy. Let's see what happens next in the saga of Satman. And this is how the guy started hating Satman. I don't have 78 milli yet. Oh, you will. We're going to get back to that. Let's see what happened in the next chapter of Satman, this super rich man, and Lois Lane.
So he just appears when there's trouble? No special signal?
He's not like your Batman, thank goodness.
Then how do you contact him?
Committing a felony helps. Listen, you seem awfully interested in Superman. Do you want me to fix you two up?
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's just that I was hoping to get away from the subject of the Man of Steel for one night. I've been a little too consumed with him lately.
Maybe we could change subjects.
No more men in tights?
Deal.
If you're ever wondering how Trent looks outside of his Satman uniform, this is it. This is Trent right here, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder what happens next. Now she says, I don't have 78 mil. You will. You will, honey. But that's it. What your job is try to get a block subsidy of sats. Now, again, I got over 1 million, barely. So I'm down the lane somehow. Let's see what happens here. 39 million sats in Epoch 8. Anybody got 39 million? 19.5 million? 9.7 million? You getting the drift here? This is 2045. This is about 19 years from now. Oh, shit. I didn't take this off. Sorry. Let me go back to that. Sorry, guys. Let me go back. Maybe I should check it first. 39 million sats in Epoch 8. 19.5 Epoch 9, the year 2042. This is not that long from now, guys. This is 16 years from now. Another 4 years, 9.7 million. Epoch. 4.8, 2.4, 1.2, 600,000 sats. This is the first time ever that we're not getting over 1 million sats in Epoch 14 in the year 2060. How old are you right now? Ask yourself that. How old will you be in 2060? I know how old I'll be. What is that? 34 years from now? Right? 2060? Yeah, it's 34 years from now. I'll be 85. Yeah, I'll be 85 that year. Young as hell, too. And I'll tell everybody. I used to tell everybody to get 1 million sats. Gray Motion says, dead. I don't know about that, man. You got a long way to go. I'm going to get to 1 million before my pesky human. I think both of you got that. No way that Bread Love video wasn't AI. That Bree Love. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's jacked, man. No, it wasn't AI. That's how he looks. But he pays for it. He works for it too, man. He works his ass off to get like that. I won't even be old enough to retire. Oh. That's good, Jenny. Yes, you will. You'll be 75. I'd be 105. Just don't see that. Listen, with the way technology is, Gray Motion, you've heard of Dr. Johnson, the guy that says don't die. I'm a proponent of that, big proponent of that. Let's continue. I'll be 85 this year in 2060. Epoch 15, 305,000 sats. You guys get the picture here. Look at this. This is when I'm going to die. I'm going to tell you right now. Well, I'm going to live at least this long. I'm not going to say I'm going to die this year. 2100. That's my goal, to live to be 2100. I'll be 125 years old that year. And I plan on doing it, man. And by the way, you'll get 1,192 sats per block. How much you think Bitcoin be worth then? I'm old enough to retire now. Yes, you are, Sat Man. You're a young man, bro. You're old man. Oh, sorry, Math. I was thinking 65. Do it, Sat Man. I mean, look at this. Year 2100, the end of Epoch 23, which is my favorite number. Besides 21. We're going to get into 21 days in a minute. Block height, 4,827,585, by the way. We're almost to 1 million. This next block, you get less than 1,000 sats. Look at that. 596, 298, 149, 74, 37, 18, 9, 4.5, 2.25, 1. Boom. That's it. All the way back. Epoch 33. 33 epochs. Absolutely insane, man. This system is something like we've never seen before, man. Ever. Thank you, Emily. I don't need the government telling me when I could stop working. That's right, Sad Man. Whatever it costs to live long, I'm paying it. And I'm going to use my Bitcoin. That's the only thing I'm going to spend my Bitcoin on. If I have to spend something on that, it's longevity and health. All right, guys. We're going to talk about the infamous, and a lot of people have been talking about this lately, the Strait of Hormuz, or Hormuz, Strait of Hormuz. This is an area where, and I'll show it to you on the map here. This is a lot of supply and demand is done here. A lot of shipping done there. Strait of Hormuz, UAE, Iran. This is where a lot of oil tankers and everything come through. The Strait of Hormuz is a strait between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. It provides the only sea passage from the Persian Gulf to the open ocean and is one of the world's most strategically important choke points. Yes, it is. Because a lot of things come through there, including our oil. And I asked Grok, I said, hey, Grok, me and you need to work together. Tell me about the Strait of Hormuz. It's a common waterway in the region and matches phonetically is a narrow waterway located between Iran to the north and Oman to the south. It connects the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea, serving as the only sea passage from the oil-rich Persian Gulf to the open ocean. At its narrowest point, it's about 21 miles, 21. But the navigable shipping lanes are even narrower, making it relatively easy to monitor and disrupt. Global importance. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most strategically vital checkpoints for global energy trade. Around 20% of the world's daily oil consumption goes through that area. And now it's shut down. We're going to talk about that. Roughly 20 million barrels per day passes through it, primarily from major producers like Saudi Arabia, Iraq. You guys get the point. Since the war started, the ongoing war in Iran, which began on February 28, 2020, with coordinated U.S. and Israel strikes targeting Iranian leadership and military. This conflict aimed at regime change and degrading. So basically, nothing's going through right now. And they talked about it on Patrick Bet-David's show. So let's watch this and see what they got to say.
With everything that's taking place right now with Iran, Rob, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is an interview that's taken. Oh, by the way, this is the gas poll that you ran. Okay, let's talk about the poll first. How much have gas prices in the area increased? Can you go back?
Right here, Vic. Here's a website right here, sir, in the link. Boom. What website is that, Jerry? You can stop working anytime you want, but don't expect your money back. And believe me, you're going to need money, lots of it. You ain't lying, bro. Tell them again, Gray. Tell them again. Start from the beginning. This is a good video.
With everything that's taking place right now with Iran, Rob, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is an interview that's taken. Oh, by the way, this is the gas poll that you ran. Okay, let's talk about the poll first. How much have gas prices in the area increased? Can you go back to it, please? None, 20%. So that's a fifth. 25 to 50 cents, 49%. 50 cents to 75 cents, 18%. 75 cents plus 13%, which is 1 out of 6. So that, Rob, how much was gas prices for you when you filled it up this morning?
It's around $3.50 in my area, but that's up from last weekend. Last Friday, it was about $2.70.
From $2.70 to $3.50.
Yep.
With gas prices.
Yes,
what is crude oil price right now, Tom? What is it looking like right now?
I think West Texas Intermediate opened this morning at 72. Will you do that? Just WTI price? Oh,
87?
Up $6 today.
And Tom, what's the ideal price?
By the way, did you just hear Tom's reaction?
$6.
No. Did you? Tom meant to say 82, not 72. Okay?
Yes.
Right, Tom, is that okay?
Yeah.
Fair to say? So Tom meant to say 82, and it's 87. Okay? It's 87.
Going up.
Yeah, especially in blue cities and blue states where they don't have their own refineries, it's going crazy up. And we don't have refineries. We're dependent a lot on California, and ours is going up faster than everybody else's. Not as fast as California, but pretty fast.
Going up
$6 today.
So Tom, if this is $6 today, and you're seeing, let's talk purely brass tacks, how the individual is going to be impacted by this. Whether you're like Adam, you don't drive and you take Ubers, or if you're somebody that drives and you pay for gas, if it's going to 87, how quickly is the speed of the market feeling the pain of gas prices?
Well, the Straits of Hormuz are there. So every time there's a shortage, and a shortage creates prices to go up. Also, when demand goes up, and right now there's more demand for the U.S. oil because we're pumping and it's available. We've increased the output for Venezuela over the past 4 weeks, 2x from when we took out Maduro.
Yeah.
So 2x the oil is coming out of Venezuela. Remember, they would like sneak the oil out. It was like embargo oil. Now it's open oil. The pipes are open from the valley, and that's 2x. So we're pumping and we have it available, but there's demand for it because the Straits of Hormuz have closed. Take a look at that. That chart is the Iraq war. Take a look at Pat. See the first jump there? Is the Iran war. So click on, if you would.
Can we go 5 years?
5 days? Just 5 days. All you need to do it. Okay, there you go. The war starts. And Pat, take a look at that. It gently goes up.
Yeah.
And now look what happens on March 5th. The war escalates. See there? March 5th, the war escalates.
Yeah.
So it was hanging tough until the war started escalating, and now the Straits of Hormuz have been closed for a couple days, and that's putting pressure, on China. So this is demand related. The U.S. is fine. We have plenty. We're not going to have shortages at the pump, but the demand for what we're pumping is up. So guess what? The price goes up.
And Rob, do you mind going to 5 years?
Great point, Tom. Kramer says the Ford aircraft carrier was pulled off the Israel border earlier. It's already passed through the Suez Canal on its way to meet up with the Lincoln. That Iran said they sank. To get that straight. To get the straight, yeah. To get the straight open back up and safe again, yeah. Thanks for the update, brother.
Or even go to max? Tom, correct me if I'm wrong. They want to keep the barrel of oil around $70. Is that
65
sort of
plus
65?
Above 65?
Okay.
Yes, that's correct. 65 in the U.S., you make a profit and you can afford to extract shale.
Okay, so if you look at this, and Pat, you're the numbers guy, it basically fell below market average in 2020. Nobody was moving, right? It went down to almost $20 a barrel. They couldn't even get it away. But historically, if you want to go back 10 years when Trump took office, oil was around $40. Is that right?
Yep. Remember
2016,
that was also the Saudi market manipulation trying to keep the price low to hurt Alberta oil sands and North Dakota shale, because those are alternative drills that were working.
And then Tom, walk me through this. 2022, it spikes under Biden because we weren't pumping as much oil. How does this affect American oil?
What happened?
And also, we got off the petrodollar in the summer of 2024. That ended. And that was a deal Richard Nixon did in 1974. It was a 50-year deal, and it ended. There is no more petrodollar.
Happened in the middle of 2022. We slowly opened after COVID. But what had Biden done trying to keep the price down? He emptied the SPR, the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And so suddenly...
But you can't tell Democrats that. He absolutely did that. And why did he do that? Why did he empty the Strategic Reserve? Why? Because we didn't have our own oil. We weren't pumping. Remember, no fracking. Remember all that stupid shit he was doing? God, these Democrats can't govern. So then we had to beg the Saudis, and it was too high, so we started dipping into our savings of oil, our liquid gold.
The demand shoots way up. So that's Biden's, by the way, that's also Biden inflation, and just poor executive management from the Department of Energy. That didn't have to happen after COVID.
So Tom, walk me through this. Even though there's been a major spike in the last 5 days with the Iran war, it pales in comparison to what happened a few years ago, right?
The spike is that little tiny thing at the end. You can put you see, since Trump was elected,
AKA zoom out, just like with Bitcoin. Yeah, it's high. Gas is high right now. Relative to what? Relative to what it was 2 weeks ago or a week ago. It is higher. And again, you're talking to a man who drives for a living, and I have a gas car. So it's hurting me probably more than anybody on the stream because I drive a lot of miles every single day. But I'm okay with it short term. You know what I mean? Because this is something we need to do.
Been happening. A gentle slide back to, so he gets to go to November 24. There you go. Keep going. See? Yeah.
So the guy we should be asking is Vinny, who's got a massive truck.
Oh, let me explain something to you. People that are like, hey, come to Miami. I'm not coming to Miami. I'm not hanging out with you.
What do you mean,
at all.
people? You mean me?
I'm not.
By the way, just so you know, here's what you need to know.
This
Not
is well managed,
last
I think.
Friday, but when did war start? It's been what now? Today's 6 days. Last Friday, it was around $67, $70 to now being at where it's at. So you're talking, 17 to $20 up, which is direct impact. People are feeling it. And how much of that's going to translate here? Trump's going to have to control this. But if Strait of Hormuz, if nothing's leaving there, and China's sitting around knowing 80% of their oil, they're relying there, Tom, how much longer can China sit around without coming out and saying, hey, we kind of need to protect ourselves with Iran because the oil we're relying on? How long can they go?
China's going to need oil in 21 days. I was reading that 21 days.
21 days. China's going to need oil in 21 days, guys. There it is. So China is sitting back chilling right now because they got 21 more days until they start getting hurt.
Start to feel it. It won't be catastrophic, but within 21 days, they're really going to start to feel it. So I'd like to know this. Iran is closing the Strait of Hormuz. If we control the skies, which we do,
I was just going to say,
and we have basically impacted a tremendous amount of their navy, what exactly is keeping the Strait of Hormuz? Because that's where China's going to get their oil. Or are we on the backside willing to say, okay, I'm sorry, the strait's closed, and because that's going to put pressure on China?
AKA, we're controlling it. This is what he's saying. We're controlling the Strait of Hormuz because what? We knocked out their navy. We knocked out their Air Force. So why is the Strait of Hormuz closed? Because maybe Donald Trump is closing it temporarily, and he's hurting us in the process temporarily. I'm not saying he's not. But again, he's playing chess here, I believe. And Adam here, and I don't really like Adam, and I don't agree with him, but Adam came up with a really good theory that we've been talking about here on this channel. And I actually agree with him on this. And he'll say it about it in a few minutes.
Yeah, if you look at this chart that Rob just pulled up, Iran and Venezuela export most of their crude oil to China. Okay, right. Share of Iran and Venezuela's crude oil export that go to China. Look at that.
Yes. And guess what we did? We took Venezuela. We have the crude oil. Remember those 50 million barrels that we took? We said, no, we'll bring them over here to America. Those 50 million. Now, again, we use 22 million a day, excuse me. Wasn't that much. It was 2.5 days, but still though, we have control over that right now. I'm not saying we're going to do to Iran what we did to Venezuela, but just saying.
87% of Iran and 55% of Venezuela.
Bingo.
And if you control both of them now, and
so you guys see what he's saying here? Iran and Venezuela export most of their crude oil to China. Okay? More than half of Venezuela's, and they have the top-notch crude oil as well, Venezuela. So does Iran. Over 50% of it, 55% of it goes to China. 87 goes to China. That's a lot. And now none of that's going to China. So not only are we strengthening America and also taking out a dictator, but we're weakening our number one rival.
China no longer has control of Panama Canal because of what happened with Panama.
C.K. Hutchinson.
Oh, yeah, Panama's Supreme Court.
Panama Supreme Court.
That's another thing. And also, Trump is weakening, like you said, the Panama Canal, a.k.a. The America Canal, or the Gulf of America, the Panama Canal. He's closed the border, which means what? China can't bring in any more fentanyl. Let's not mince words here, okay? That is Chinese fentanyl that was coming through our border. That ain't coming in anymore. We got their two biggest exporters of oil, which, by the way, Venezuela oil, they were getting like 59 cents on the dollar or something like that. They were getting really cheap oil. They're not getting that anymore. So now we weaken them. This was a good strike. I'm telling you. I'm loving what they're doing here. Jason, what's good, brother?
Comes out and says, no, we're not doing it. Listen, you don't have any more authority over this. These 2 ports are ours. If you think these guys, when they say they're playing, chess and they're grandmasters, if you think that, you lock in Panama Canal first, so China can't play that as a weapon. You lock in Venezuela next, then you go after Iran. Now China's sitting around saying, well, how can we create pain for U.S.?
Mm-hmm.
How can we create pain for U.S.?
They can't. That's how they do it, Patrick. They can't do nothing to us, bro. They can't. Trump has completely weakened China with a combination of stop closing the border with the fentanyl, stopping them from getting oil from Venezuela, closing down the Panama Canal and bringing all the bullshit through there. And now we stopped 87% of Iran's oil going to China. I mean, again, man, Trump is so far ahead of these people, it don't even make any sense.
To do anything. Strategically, it's actually very interesting when you think about the sequencing of what's been done.
Yeah. Well, we're coming into summer. Maybe they could embargo the knockoff Callaway drivers.
Yeah.
Well,
that'd be catastrophic for guys like you.
Catastrophic.
Yeah.
Can I speculate on
Yeah,
something?
go.
All right, now I want you to hear what Adam was getting ready to say. Now, Adam's usually an idiot. Not a full idiot, but he's just like kind of a contrarian. He's like a liberal, whatever. But he makes a really good point right here. And I'm with this.
For it.
So, oil. Trump's been saying he's going to do 2 things. We talk about the 20-point plan that he was going to do.
Yep.
At the top of the list, he was going to shut down the oil, the border, and he's going to drill, baby, drill. Did he not say those 2 things?
Yes.
What if this were all a part of Trump's plan? Shut down the border, drill, baby, drill. Let's go through here. We just learned that China, which is our number one
enemy
combatant, you want to say that?
They're our enemy.
They get what percentage of their oil from Venezuela and Iran? The vast majority of it. Drill, baby, drill. Taking down China. Now let's pan out a little bit. A year ago, when Syria was about to fall, Bashar al-Assad calls his boys, Vladimir, what's up, man? Yeah, they can't help you.
China and Russia never helps their allies. They're allies. They're partners. When America's messing with them, they're like, "Oh no, I'm busy, man. I can't do nothing for you." We'll write America and Donald Trump a letter and tell them to leave you alone. But sending troops and sending, no, we ain't doing that.
A buddy of mine did a great breakdown of this. Can't help him because he's embroiled in a war in Ukraine. Bingo. Hey, he calls up Iran. Iran can't do anything because they're fighting with Israel. So everything leads back to China. So Russia's embroiled in a war with Ukraine. We're funding that. Iran is tied up with Israel. Israel's knocking out all their proxies. Bing, 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 bing. Syria falls. Venezuela, when they fall, they say, hey, guys, who's going to come help us out here? Nobody. So now who's helping Iran? Is China showing up? No. Is Russia showing up? No. So could it be that Trump, when he said drill, baby, drill, this was all part of his plan to take out all these countries and basically say, China, what's up with the tariffs now, buddy? All your oil, all your power, all your energy. You have 1 billion people that you need to keep the lights on, and you're going to be major struggling when I take out all your allies. So could it be that Trump had this planned all along? Could be.
If it is.
Yeah.
If this is exactly how they thought about this, what a master
That's a gangster move.
It's
almost like he read your next 5 moves.
What did he call it? He
PB.
said Marco Rubio will end up being the greatest
Secretary of State
of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Is what he said. So, Tom, what are we looking at here with the China?
I agree with that. This man knows, number one, that this was a ballsy move, what he did. He knows half of the, maybe 20%, 25% of Republicans and MAGA aren't going to like it because it's a war and this, that, and the third. And he's, Netanyahu's puppet and Israel's puppet and all these things. Hey, Trump is nobody's puppet, in my opinion. Okay? I think Adam is right. I think this man is looking at the entire chessboard, not just the Western Hemisphere, aka the Monroe Doctrine, aka the Donroe Doctrine, with all the stuff and with the Greenland stuff, Panama Canal, what we did in Venezuela, what we're about to do in Cuba and Mexico. not just our Western hemisphere, but now he's going, all right, we got our greatest ally over there, Israel. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but it is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. So now we can knock two birds in one stone. We can help our aligned interest with Israel to get rid of Iran, because trust me, the world is a better place without the Ayatollah and the IGRC or the IRGC, whatever it's called. Those evil people over there in Iran. The world's just a better place. These people are going to die for what they want. They don't care. These people want the world to be thinking like them. They want us to be Muslims. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Muslims. I'm just saying. And if you don't think like them, you have to die. This is what these people think. They want you to die. This is what they're doing down in Texas. This is what they're doing in New York City. The Muslim nation is trying to take over America. Now, again, I'm not telling anybody that you can't be a Muslim and only Christians, but this is a Christian country, right? I'm not saying you can't practice Muslim, being a Muslim. Practice all you want. But don't sit here and go out in the street saying we have to do what you say we're going to do, because we're not doing that. Because we're not saying you have to be a Christian either, by the way. So I think Trump is playing a global game or a 3D, 5D chess for the whole world. And I would give my whole paycheck next month if I can go into that situation room with Trump, Pete Hegseth, Marco Rubio, the general, J.D. Vance, and they could sit there and explain it to me and go, look, man, this is what we're doing. Yeah, people are going to be pissed off short term, but long term, we got to do this because we got to win. And if he pulls this shit off, Trump, I don't know if he is or not. I don't have no idea. But if he does, you got to put this man in the top 3 presidents of all time. Nobody is doing what this guy is doing or has done what he's doing. And again, the difference between this Trump and Trump 2.0 and Trump 1.0 is he don't care about getting reelected. Now, again, he wants to win the midterms and he's putting his name in the hat. But we're going to do some things, man. We're going to do some things. You're going to need a tad more cash to pull that move off. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Speaking of that, let's do some spins here. Let me see where we're at with the wheel. Okay, we got one there, and then we're gonna go ahead and, well, I do want to hear Trump talk though, but there's something else that just came in too. Let's see, Operation Epic Fury. Now this is from this morning. This is Maria's show. Let's watch this real quick and let's take a look.
Welcome back. President Trump is urging the Iranian military and police force to lay down their weapons and help the people of Iran take their country back. Watch this.
And I'm once again calling on all members of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, the military, and the police to lay down their arms. They're only going to be killed.
So he said that before when it first started on March 28th. He told them all, lay down your weapons. And some I heard did, most of them didn't. So he said, okay. And he went in there. He'd been striking for 7 days. Right? So now he's like, okay, listen, I know you guys are willing to die and all that. You've seen what we've done to your country, along with Israel and our other allies in this war. So just lay down your weapons and you will get full immunity, because you're not going to win, bro. You're just not. And Trump is offering the olive branch. And we want full surrender. Not, we're going to pick. No, you're not. You ain't picking anybody. We don't want anybody from your group being a leader. That's why we kill you guys every time you bring somebody up.
And now is the time to stand up for the Iranian people and help take back your country. You're going to have a chance after all these years to take back your country. We'll give you immunity, and we'll be giving you really the right side of history, because that's what it is.
Joining me now is Middle East Institute Associate Fellow Nazi Moinian. Nazi, thanks very much for being here. Your reaction, what are your thoughts on this conflict this morning?
Good morning, Maria, and thank you for having me. Thoughts raced through my head ever since Operation Epic Fury started. But on point about President Trump asking the IRGC and the police to lay down their arms, that's a pivotal moment. That's a game changer. I remember the Islamic Revolution of 1979 at the exact moment when this happened, and the army at the time, we didn't have an IRGC, refused to shoot on people. And people in turn took to the streets and put a red carnation in the pipe or in the barrel of their guns. And that's meant to us, watching this scenario unfold, that the Islamic Revolution had won.
The president is demanding to be involved in choosing Iran's next leader. He told Axios, quote, they are wasting their time. Ali Khamenei's son is a lightweight, the president said. I have to be involved in appointment. Khamenei's son is unacceptable to me. We want someone that will bring harmony and peace to Iran. I want to get your take on who you believe the people want to run Iran. I, of course, spoke with the former Crown Prince, Reza Pahlavi, on Sunday. Watch this.
In this campaign is this time something not just to set back the Iranian nuclear program or anything like that. This is like full decapitation of the regime, and ultimately what will expedite is total collapse. As soon as the transition plan is put into gear, we want to make sure that we address the issue immediately to make sure that we have the ability to have a stable process to obviously lead to ultimately a democratic outcome, so the Iranian people get to choose their future government and system. We have the most diverse coalition of people dedicated to that process, representing different parts of the country, including religious minorities, ethnic groups that are all aligned in this national project that we have. From the time that we start until the day we can have the final referendum, I anticipate a period that should not be longer than a couple of years at the most. But what's critical is the first 100 days to immediately stabilize the country.
Nazi, what do you think the people want? Where are the Iranian people? Do you believe that they would want the former crown prince, or do they feel that they are afraid to go back to a monarchy, which, of course, what was the case with his father? I know you have this op-ed on Fox News saying that Iranians shifted from disbelief to jubilation when the supreme leader, Ayatollah, was killed.
Yes, yes. So I want to answer that in a two-pronged manner. First of all, I have learned that when President Trump speaks, I read the tea leaves. I mean, I know what he means in that manner. When he says he wants to have a say-so in the picking of the next Iranian leader, he's also signaling to the Iranian people, get your act together. If you want someone, bring him forward. If it's the crown prince, bring him forward. You know.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's basically saying, look, he said it from day one. We want you to pick a new leader. Here's your chance. Are you going to mess this up or what? Now, we're not going to let you pick anybody from the Ayatollah gang. None of those people. You're going to pick somebody completely brand new. We want a regime change. It's going to help you and us and everybody else around the world.
Show your support. And, I know you know him very well. He's been on your program many times. And I listen to him intently, and he has my respect. Listen, he's a prince without a scandal. He has led a wonderful life, raised 3 wonderful children, made amazing connections here in America and across Europe. He has stepped up at the right time to lead these people into a transition. He's not asking for a monarchy. Neither are the people, by the way. They're asking for him to come back because he is a symbol of the continuity of the glorious Iran, of the kingship that elevated Iran to the eyes of the...
All right, so we get the point with that. But Scott Bessent was also on the show as well. I want you to watch this one. Where's this one? Did I put it on here? Yeah. Takes no prisoners. Let's check out Scott Bessent. And he's got some really good things to say. Then I'll do some final spins, and I'll let you guys go ahead and go on your Saturday. Your Friday.
All right, hugely important government actions are now being taken. They'll wind up getting a string of ships, oil tankers, through the Strait.
What's up, Solar? How are you, sir? We're getting ready to go in a minute, but appreciate you coming in, man. Good to see you, my boy.
Of Hormuz. I spoke to Treasury man Scott Bessent just moments ago about this. Take a listen, please. All right, we welcome back to the show Treasury Secretary, Mr. Scott Bessent. Some important news. Secretary, there's some really great news out there. And it's going to have a lot to do with peaking oil prices and getting them back down. You have announced, I got the press release right here. It's terrific stuff. The U.S. International Development Finance Corporation, DFC, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent today announced an agreement on a detailed implementation plan by President Trump to deploy maritime reinsurance, including war risk, in the Gulf region. And then there's close coordination with CENTCOM, and this will stabilize international confidence. It'll stabilize maritime confidence, that's for sure. Not that the Iranians can do anything, because their navy is basically deep underwater in the Persian Gulf on the bottom. But I'm looking at this. This is terrific, but I think so much of the oil price problem is not about Iran. It was a financial problem. It was about reinsurance and insurance and Lloyd's of London, breaking contracts. You're going to fight back. Tell us about this. This is important news, Mr. Secretary.
Exactly, Larry, and it's good to be with you. And I'm glad to talk about this because there's a lot of information
information out there in the press, especially the Financial Times, who doesn't want this administration to succeed. But let me tell you that this is something that we've been working on for months. At President Trump's instruction, we were able to put it forward. The DFC is going to provide up to $20 billion of ship finance. And Larry, as you said, the insurers over the weekend, when the conflict began, dropped all the insurance for any vessels going in and out of the Straits of Hormuz or generally around the Gulf. What this program will do is give shippers insurance, whether they are hauling oil, products, fertilizer, coming out. And look, this is the problem here, is that they're.
So Trump is giving insurance to the shippers that are missing their cargo drop-offs, which is, again, this guy is all over the place, man.
There is the willingness to go through the strait if we also provide a naval escort if needed. We don't know if it's going to be needed.
It'll be needed. It'll be needed. If a U.S. ship comes through there, a regular U.S. ship, Iran will definitely try to pick it off.
Walked over here today, the Iranians said the strait is not closed. It would just not, the Iranians would not allow ships out that have anything to do with Israeli or U.S. interest. And I can tell you there's very little, if anything, that comes out of the straits there that comes to the U.S., but these are global markets, and it's roiling global markets.
Well, a lot of it, no, of course you're right. It's a global fact. A lot of it affects China, but that's kind of a different subject. I mean, look, I don't believe anything the Iranians ever say. They never close the thing. This was, as you pointed out, and as I've argued for a whole week now, this is a financial problem. This is a reinsurance problem. This is a Lloyd's of London problem. Okay, you're going to
Larry, we've solved it, and let me tell you what's wrong with the reporting. There's some very inaccurate reporting and a terrible report from J.P. Morgan, which was completely irresponsible. And I have to say, they just low grade. I mean, if I were still wearing my professor hat, I would have given the analyst an F. That he said, well, DFC only has $200 billion, and this is going to take at least $300 billion. Well, I can't tell you how wrong that is.
Because they want you to look stupid. And minesweepers, exactly, Vic. Exactly, sir. All right, so let's finish up these spins here, and then we'll let you go. We got two more spins, 654 and 655. Good luck, everybody. Nico. Thank you, Nico. 420 for you. Congratulations. 655. Nico's in the house. Be here. Congratulations. 105 for you, sir. All right, guys. Here it is. Good game, Nico. Sweet Nico. Nico. All right, guys. Any last zaps you want to do before we do the MVB spin, guys? Because for Phat Zap Friday, this is a very light wheel. But it's okay. I appreciate you guys. Nico's in the lead, 2,469. Jenny's number 2, 2,468. Gray Motion, 2,340. Joshua, 1,776. Grasshopper, 1,420. And Spaceman, 100. Nico, our celebrity. Nico for the Treato. Be here. I like treats. Treatos. Me too. All right. So does anybody else, are we okay with this? Because I'm about to put your names on here. I'm going to put Jenny and Nico's on here 3 times. Well, it's supposed to be over 2,500, but it's actually 2 times. I always round up. Joshua, I'm going to put on here twice. Boom. Speak now, forever hold your peace, guys. Jenny. Put on here twice. 2 times winner, the only winner. Uh-oh, something happened here on strike. Jenny again. I guess she's getting her name on here 3 times, maybe 4. Let me see. Jenny with another 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Jenny. Let's see, Jenny. What you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. She says, I'm trying to win 2 times in a row. What you talking about, Jerry? What you talking about, Willis? Plus 2468 equals 3,702. Yeah, you get your name under 4 times. Good job, Jenny. 3,702. 3,702. Anybody else? Jenny. Copy. Gray motion. You're going to go on here twice. Paste. Nico for the Trito. Be here. I like Tritos. Can't let that furry freeloader win. I know that's right. 3 times in a row. Let's go, Jen. It's looking like that, but we'll see. Gray motions twice. Thank you again, Gray motion. As always. Nico's on here twice. Appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate the zaps, man. Spaceman and Grasshopper is on here once. You know what? That's not fair. Grasshopper gave a lot. I'm going to put Grasshopper in here twice. Jenny, that's what she thinks. That's what she thinks. Nico, oh my goodness. Nico again. Nico just beat his mama out. Is it 3702? 2469 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 3703. Nico's in the lead. 3,703. Wow, Nico. You beat out Mama Bear. Man. Nico, why you doing her like that, bro? Why you doing her like that? Thank you, Nico and Jenny. I appreciate you. Boom. All right. I'm going to put ground here. Since I got Grasshopper on there 3 times, I'm going to put ground here 3 times. Just to even it out, because he gave a lot. Joshua Tice, Grasshopper twice, Spaceman once. Okay. Let's see. Nico, I know you do, and snagging your mom's food when she's cooking. LOL. Give me my phone back, you furry little freeloader. Remember when Matt FRL won the raffle with only 1 entry, and he won that entry from the normal wheel on his B-Day? Yes. On his birthday. Yes. Because I'm cute, Freeloader says. All right. Ain't no arguments. You ain't going to hear no arguments from me. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Oh, somebody sent me 16 sats. Hold on. Who did that? Thank you. Who sent 16 sats? Let's see. Who in Tar Nations? Oh, Kilo Wattage did that. Well, thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Kilo Wattage sending 16 sats. I don't know who you are. Are you still here, Kilo Wattage? And the Who-Man still owe you a burger. Yes, yes. Yes, he does. All right, guys, we're going to do the big spin, and I'm going to let you guys go on your way, okay? So let's shuffle this thing. Shuffle this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Okay. Are you guys ready? Can you hear me now? Nah, it just went off for some reason. You guys can hear me now, right? It just said mic muted on my end. Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know. Yes, okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's going to be the MVP? Spin it. Mic check, mic check. You're good. Jenny again? Jenny, wow. 3 times in a row. Winner. Jenny, legendary. I mean, can she lose in this game? Wow, Jen. 3 times in a row. Congrats. And listen, I named this game after her, guys. So rightfully so, she wins again. Good game, Jenny. Wow, Jen. I mean, she deserves it, man. This woman is something else, boy. Let me send this to Jenny. Jenny, legendary. Jenny, congratulations. Send. MVP. Oh, me, sweet. Thanks. No doubt, Jenny. Oh, Jenny's on my list now. Next. I've sent her so many sats on this thing. She's on the list. What was it? 3,260. I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you so much for the love on this Phat Zap Friday. Gray Moses says, rigged. You good. Good game, Jenny. Jen, yeah, yes. Absolutely. And listen, guys, you know why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know why we're here. It's the same thing, different day. And we're doing it. And if we had a different money, we wouldn't be able to go to war. Okay. But unfortunately, the money we have today is a war money. And we spend too much. That's the problem. Legendary wheel, yeah. We're going to name it after. We don't have a revenues problem, ladies and gentlemen. We got a spending problem. Right above my head, Medicare, Medicaid, $2 trillion almost. Have a great night, all. No doubt, bro. Social Security, $1.6 trillion. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, $931,000. Interest on the $39 trillion in debt is almost $1 trillion. But we cut a little bit off that. We cut a little bit off the spending as well. But it's still too much. And when you can print money, which we're getting ready to do here soon, it's not going to be good. But you can't print this new money. Let me tell you a little bit about it. This money is scarce, uninflatable, portable, durable, international, fungible, divisible, verifiable in supply, decentralized, unconfiscatable, and just like you, it'll make you unstoppable. And if you stack this money today, you and your family are going to be straight like the Strait of Hormuz. Be straight like the Strait of Hormuz. Thank you, Jerry. We love you and have a great weekend. No doubt, Emily. We love you too. And if the United States of America, instead of getting gold from Venezuela, because that was the news out last night, getting the black oil, how about the digital oil? Or the digital gold? What I just described to you. If we stack this money as a nation, we'll break this system. We won't be going to war, pay off the national debt, stop inflation, and make not only America great again, but we'll fix the world by fixing the money. And if I had to take a guess, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you stay tuned for Satoshi Saturday on Saturday. And also stay tuned for our new podcast, me, the Bitcoin Backpacker, and the Bitcoin Technician, the Truth of Work podcast. It will be streaming Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. All right? We'll give you more details on that, but make sure you guys go and check that out, all right? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I see you. Have a great weekend. And until then, and as you guys know, I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.